Welcome back to GoldSeek TV. I'm here in Zurich at the Precious Metals Summit, speaking with Florian Grummes, the Managing Director of Midas Touch Consulting. Florian, thank you for joining me today.
Peter, pleasure to be here again. Thank you for having me.
I spoke with you 1 year ago at this conference. The gold price had just corrected quite significantly after the election results in the United States. Trump was elected. There was a fear that the gold market had peaked. It was going to continue falling, but you said, don't worry, give it several weeks, and I believe into mid-December or so on, and we'll see the market start moving higher again. And you were quite correct. So
Yeah.
What do you think about this year? The gold price has run from 2,500 well past 4,000.
Right.
It's had a bit of a correction. Where are we now?
Yeah, we had an unprecedented run, especially since end of August. Gold started around 3,311 and went up to 4,380, nearly $1,000 within 8 weeks. I haven't seen something like that, and I assume you neither, but maybe the guys who were around in the 1970s. but no, it was unprecedented, and of course it got very overbought. Okay, so it was naturally to expect some form of a breather, a pullback, and it was a $500 pullback within 5 days. Six Sigma event, gold never pulled back that much in nominal terms. In percentage terms, it's also been like, I think 11% or something in 5 days. And quickly, this kind of cold shower seemed to be enough for like changing the sentiment completely. So I think we've seen the lows already at 3,886 2 weeks ago. And I think we are now probably in this kind of like typical sideways consolidation period again into mid-December. Usually, however, it is, but the last FOMC meeting of the year in the last, I think, 17 years, in 9 out of 10 years, it was bringing the turnaround for the gold price and the mining stocks as well. So mid-December, I think this year is the 9th and the 10th of December. Until then, I would expect some more sideways. I think very short term, we are seeing a nice reaction now from these oversold levels. I think gold can go back to 4,200 easily. 4,350 probably is the best case in the very short term. And silver can see 53 again. And then probably maybe another pullback. But I don't think we're going to see new lows. I think we've seen them already because I just run into too many people telling me there's a second leg down. And I think it will not happen. And over the last 1.5 years, every time we've seen a big new gold all-time high and then a sharp pullback, the first pullback already brought the low. So I think that pattern, as it looks right now, will repeat again. So just be patient for a few more weeks. And I think in January and February, we are already on the way to new all-time highs.
And regarding the silver market and the silver price, you remain as bullish on those prospects?
So I think silver is taking the lead now. I think the blueprint probably is the late 1970s when silver went from $2 to $50 without looking back. We have a massive, very important breakout out of this 45-year cup and handle pattern. It's huge. I call it the mother of all cup and handle patterns. I've been showing these charts for years. People can see what a breakout out of this pattern can do. We've seen it in gold. Crazy move since then, right? Breakout above 2070 1.5 years ago. And here we are, gold is up more than 100% in less than 1.5 years. Silver is a much smaller market and the pattern is much bigger, meaning much more energy has been compressed over the last 45 years. Once this is now really breaking out, or the breakout actually is confirmed, but once it really gains steam, I think we're going to see $100 down the road, rather maybe even quickly within the next 12 to 15 months. And the depth of the cup on a logarithmic chart would take us to price targets north of 250, maybe somewhere at $300 to $500 silver.
Some significant potential gains that still lay ahead in the silver and gold.
I think the best is yet to come, especially in silver.
And in the regard of this kind of situation where the silver price really starts to run, what is your best way to kind of play this run? Is it the physical silver, the mining stocks, exploration companies? What do you like most?
Well, I've been always, first of all, a physical stacker, right? And I've been doing this now for 25 years. I not always bought to the best price available, but in the long run, it always worked out very nicely for me. And it's just the very conservative, safe haven, easy to do kind of approach, right? And you cannot go wrong with that. And then, of course, I think now is the time to really be focused on also the silver mining stocks. I mean, they had already a very nice run, so you're not early anymore. I mean, we started really employing capital over the last 1.5 years, but I think there is still much more to come. So I'm still very bullish on the whole silver sector, because I think this breakout above $50, and this was the all-time high in 1980 and then again 2011. This is just starting. So I think the best is yet to come. And silver has been actually already last week showing its strength and leading gold. So I think that will intensify. And of course, if the best investment that will profit from that will be the silver miner stocks.
So there's been some big news. I know you follow some of the silver sector quite closely. There was some big news out of Mexico in the last couple of weeks. Could you share with us what has changed there?
So Silver Tiger Metals, they got their permit in Mexico, and this is the first permit in 5 years. The last one who got one was Ola, and we all know that Mexico was a bit of a challenging jurisdiction for a while now, and I think that has changed. I think that permit now is transformational for the company. I'm very much looking forward to see how they now develop the El Tigre project. I think they will be able to build a mine within 1.5 years. And that means they will be one of the new silver producers coming online in a totally new silver price environment. So the management probably needs AI to just calculate the potential numbers on the road.
I think this news kind of, as you said, is quite a surprise, because there's been so much talk about the negativity under the prior administration in mining and exploration in Mexico. And there was even talk that this current administration wouldn't allow or permit an open pit. So this is a real big shift and real big news and change.
I think for all companies and projects in Mexico, everyone operating there, that's a big shift, and it's going to be a re-rating for the whole sector.
Should be a good opportunity for all the Mexican silver, which is obviously, the most, the richest silver country producer in the world.
One quarter of the whole silver production comes from Mexico. It's a very much a mining-focused country, and it would absolutely totally makes sense that this whole jurisdiction is coming back online with full force. And I think it's been just a question of time, but now finally we have the first real confirmation, and I think we're going to see and hear much more good news out of Mexico.
Awesome. Excellent. That's great to hear. How do people follow and keep in touch with your work and what your current updates?
Yeah, so we have a website. It's called Midas Touch Consulting.com. I have a free Substack where I publish daily charts on gold, silver, and copper. So if people want to keep up with the short-term developments in the markets, it's an easy way to subscribe. It's free. We also have an email list, and we have a free Telegram channel with investors from all over the world. It's called Midas Touch Consulting, and people can also follow me on X, on LinkedIn, and a few other socials.
Well, I get your updates every day. I appreciate that they're very helpful in keeping on top of what's happening, because this is a very fast-changing market, and you're very active and focused on covering it. So, Florian, thank you for the update and giving us some insights, and look forward to following up again. So,
thank you, Peter. Pleasure. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks.